Welcome, parents and guardians. Thank you, those of you who were online this morning when we were trying to get our live event up on Teams. It looked like we weren't actually able to have you connect without a password, which wasn't what was supposed to happen. I hope that you will have grace for us in the process of all of this, but we are all very excited to be able to see your kids this week, teach your kids, and to start our online and our face-to-face classroom. Now, as we start, I would like to welcome you to our orientation, which is now on video. So we have 3 different primary classrooms that are happening. And first we've got my classroom, Miss Green's classroom, and Miss Medea. We are Division 17. We're teaching a grade 1-2 class. We've got Miss Sahota. She's Division 16. She's teaching a K1 class. And we've got Miss Karas. She's Division 18 and she's teaching a 2-3 class. And you can meet our team. I know you can see me right now, but here are the rest of us on here. We are very excited to be able to work together, and we're very excited to be able to see your kids and learn with your kids this year. So here's Miss Karas. And here's Miss Sahota. And here is Miss Green, me, and Miss Medea. And it was a very nice day when we did this. Not so nice today. So home expectations. As you know, part of signing up for this online experience, when you were signing up for it, you had asked that the district had asked that there was a commitment on your part, and we do ask that there is a daily 2 to 3 hour commitment where you would be working and helping your child through this process in some way. We will be having Zoom sessions and connecting times. There'll be videos that are on that you'll need to look at, and those types, or that your child will be able to look at, those types of things. But they definitely will need your help in maneuvering through the technology. So 2 to 3 hour commitment we will need from you. Every morning we will be taking attendance. Attendance will be happening at 9 a.m. We'll be doing morning meetings. And so every morning at 9 o'clock, we will be doing it over Zoom, and that will be our attendance for the day. So please make sure that that your children are online so that we can take attendance, and it will start at 9 o'clock. Please make sure that you have the proper technology. We will have a bunch of different platforms that we're using. The district is helping us in being able to figure out different educational platforms that work well. And so if you have a laptop, that is preferred over a tablet or a cell phone, because just a laptop, you're able to access a lot more, and you're able to access a printer usually through that laptop as well. So we will be putting PDFs on our website for you to access. The laptop that you use, or you could be using a tablet for some of our Zoom sessions. You need to have proper access to a microphone so that we can hear your child and that your child can take part in our meeting. Also, we will be accessing, most of what we have will be on our Weebly, and you will be able to access links through that Weebly. So it would be good for you to get familiar with how to be able to use it, because every day we will have our daily schedule and our weekly schedule on there. We will also have appointments for you to be able to connect with us on there, and we'll have different resources on there as well. So please get familiar with that. We will also be using FreshGrade, so your device needs to be able to access FreshGrade and to be able to upload any of your child's work onto FreshGrade. That is the way that we are going to be able to assess your child. So being able to access that properly is very important. And please let us know if you're having a difficult time with any of that. We have Friday afternoons reserved for parents so that we can support you, and we'll have appointments available so that we can do that. And we can always be accessed by email as well, as long as it's during working hours. So expectations for the face-to-face classroom. So we will this week, your child is invited to be able to come into the classroom on Wednesday, starting at 12:45. We will be connecting with you to let you know exactly where to be lining up. And it is important to have that face-to-face component as part of the blended program. So during those times, we will be focusing on social emotional learning, hands-on exploratory type activities. Those are things that you won't be able to get at the same capacity at home. So it is important for your child to be able to come to the school for that time. We do realize that there may be some anxiety there from some families who are not sure about sending their children, but we do ask that, and we'll go through some of our health and safety measures so that you can feel more comfortable, but that face-to-face experience is very important, and I guarantee you that we are doing everything that we can to be able to make it safe here for your child. On those face-to-face sessions, we will be having music, library, gym. Our LST will be during those sessions as well. So all of those great resources that your kids get normally, we're going to try to pack them into our face-to-face sessions so that they can really have a wonderful experience. Because our face-to-face time is going to be so hands-on, we will not be putting together photocopied lessons or different types of resources if your child has missed the face-to-face session, unfortunately. So it would be important to be able to come. And we do realize if your child's sick, please do keep them at home. We will do everything possible to be able to connect with you about it, but we won't be able to pass along the same kind of rich activities that we would be doing in class for your child to do at home, unfortunately, not for those face-to-face times. Okay, so we're gonna go through our sample weekly schedule.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Medea and I'll be teaching with Miss Green in Division 17, and this is just a sample schedule for this week. Again, emphasis on sample. This is a draft. So today is Monday, September 21st, and we are supposed to have our blended orientation at 9 a.m., but we are having this video instead. And then you can contact your teachers later on about any separate class activities to be done for the rest of the day. That's where you can explore our Weebly page. All their names are on there, so you can click on your teacher's name and see if there's any activities that they have provided for you. And tomorrow, again, every day our teachers have decided to do morning meetings and attendance at 9 a.m. And after that, depending on your teachers, there may be some separate group activities or activities where you are supporting your child, whether it is going outside, taking some pictures, and really just supporting some independent home learning activities. On Wednesday is our first face-to-face learning day. We're hoping to see most of you at 12:45 to 2:35. And for the rest of the week, again, we have morning meetings, and the rest of the afternoons we are expecting your children to, again, explore the Weebly page. We have a lot of digital resources on there that you and your children can do together, and a lot of different activities that we have provided for you. So of course, the schedule can change. This is just a draft, and our teachers will also provide their own personal weekly and daily schedules for you as well. So of course we are focusing on daily morning meetings every day at 9 a.m. And then parent-supported and independent home learning activities and afternoon extensions. Our afternoon extensions can be found on our Weebly page as well. They are a choice board, and again, everything is all laid out for you, different topics. You can do scavenger hunts outside with your children. You can do art activities, and everything is on there for you. And student expectations. What do we expect from you, our students? So we want you to be on time and have materials ready. We want you to have your breakfast and be on time at 9 a.m. Try not to be in your jammies. We want you to be dressed and ready for school. And we want you to find a quiet learning space or area at home where you can do your best learning. And of course, bring a positive attitude, be ready to learn, and we're gonna have fun with you.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Karis. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about what our online formats are going to be looking like. So we have 3 different platforms that we're going to be using for the duration. The first one is our Weebly page that we've put together as primary teachers. So that is www.oyrprimary.weebly.com. Yeah. So if you come into our page here, you'll see up at the top, we have Welcome to Primary. And then of course you can scroll down and see your primary team. And then you can also see that we have all of these tabs here available for you. So this is my page, Miss Karis. You scroll down, you'll see I have these different buttons that you can click on. You can click on parent appointments and set some time in your calendar to speak with me on a Friday. I have different reading activities and math games that are available to you. I'll be sending out codes later in the week. And then if you scroll down, we have a sample of what our week will look like together. So if you also continue along, you can see that we have our choice boards as well. If you want to take a look at that. So choice board activities are afternoon extension activities. So this gives you the option. For myself, I've put explicitly in my calendar when you should be doing a choice board activity, but you get to choose. That's the beauty of this. So you don't have to complete all of the activities. And you'll see that we have a K1 option as well as a 2-3 option. As well, most of us are going to be meeting in small groups using the Zoom platform. That'll be taking place hopefully a couple different times a week with different groups. And then lastly, we'll also be using FreshGrade. So many of you will be familiar with FreshGrade. It's not up and running yet, but it will be very soon. And like Carla said, this is where you're going to be posting all of your materials for assessment. So we have many safety protocols for our face-to-face learning, so I'm going to review a few of those with you now. Okay, how do I stand in a lineup? So when we stand in a lineup, we're going to need to keep space between the friend in front of you and the friend behind you. And when we're going to be lining up at school is typically outside before school starts, inside before recess and lunch, when we go to music, when we go to library, when we go to the gym. So there's lots of times in a day where we have to remember that we're keeping distance. So water fountains, it's really important that you have your own water bottle. You'll be able to use the push button to fill your water bottle up, but you will not be able to drink from the water fountain itself. Yeah, so making sure that we're keeping 6 feet apart at all times. And playing outside is going to look a little different too. It's really important when we're on the playground that we're trying to keep as much distance as possible. We've suggested activities like passing a soccer ball back and forth. Some options, we can wave, we can say hi to each other, but remembering to keep as much distance as possible. So masks. Do you have to wear a mask? No, you do not have to wear a mask. This is optional. Many students may want to wear a mask, and many adults do as well too. So you will see teachers in the hallway wearing masks, but they also have the option in the classroom as well. School supplies. So it might look a little bit different, especially for our primary classrooms this year. Typically we share a lot of our supplies. We will not be doing that this year. So it's really important that you have your name on all of your materials so that you can remember where all your things are. So is my classroom going to look different? We do need to make a little bit more space in our classrooms so that we can be keeping distance from each other. So your desks might be a little bit further apart than normal. But we're just doing our best to try and keep as much space as possible. And in the hallways, you're going to need to follow your teacher like always. You'll see arrows on the floor as well, directing you which side of the hallway that you should be walking on. All right, well, we're really looking forward to having an incredible year with your kids, and we're so excited to see you all on Wednesday.